This one's for quick, very short, light video. Cheers, everybody. Quick as I can. For Wise Up. He's worked in the construction trade, civil structures which are use reinforced concrete, rebar and all that. You know, anybody just needs to do research on rebar and reinforced concrete to realise what you can actually do with it. Goes all the way back, what we know, to Roman times, but Wise Up, the man, has shown us that it's been used, and earlier, and the Romans are always been known for adapting other people's technology and embracing it and using it into their whole thing. Their their civilization was basically based on other people's technology. They adopted it, they embraced it, rather than conquering and annihilating. They also conquered, but they also tried to embrace whatever technology, whatever skills other civilizations had. And the Romans did use concrete, you know. So Wise Up really is basically just talking about stuff which really has been pushed to one side and deliberately forgot about by the establishment, because for a reason. It's because Wise Up, the man who does these videos, is telling the truth, and nobody else out there is telling the truth, and he's telling the truth for a reason. It's because we've all been kept in the dark for a reason, and for that reason, and what I believe is for a reason, because time is being altered. We've all been misled, we've all been suppressed, we've all been lied to, and there's people like I don't know what he's called, but the guy who does the Wise Up videos, and the Russian lady who also does these type of videos on the technology, and also the things which is like in plain sight but been trying to hide away from us in one way or another, or just not even talked about. And people are people at the end of the day. We're just trying to get on with life, but we're not really, in one sense. You know, we're slaves, and so we don't ask these questions. We don't ask why or whatever, because we're being corralled and pushed into certain things what we feel as though we have to do to be good, you know, and to work for society and to work for the man, you know. And the more videos I actually watch on Mr. Wise Up and the Russian lady who he shows all the time on occasion, it's just backing up what I'm been saying myself over this last year about, I've had other YouTube pages, but because I forgot my passwords and because I've been like going crazy, I've been sort of like touching on this sort of stuff, but it isn't till lately until I realised the reason why I've been touching on it is because I'm trying to tell everybody what I think's like wrong, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it up until like the last couple of months. But watching the videos on, the architecture and the structures and the rebar and concrete, which has been like, over a certain period of time, it stopped being concrete, it's went back to its natural state. And what I can totally get my head around it, because I've been in the wet trades, exactly what I'm talking about myself, and I've worked on superstructures, and I've, made good to where the specs have been wrong on concrete specs, and I've had to make it right. I've had to shotcrete and stuff like that, so I really are on the page where concrete can be made to make anything really at the end of the day. I mean, Christ, you could actually make a concrete ship and float it, you know. You can do anything with concrete at the end of the day. You can pour concrete underwater. Yeah, concrete is such a unbelievable material to use, a spectacular material in a sense where it does everything against what you should be able to do. You couldn't do with any other material, but concrete always, and it's pretty basic at the end of the day, but it's just like brilliant to work with. Well, actually it's not, it's actually pretty hard to work with, but it's brilliant stuff, you know, because you can do these things and you can make these unbelievably huge things, megaliths and what have you. But my point is, what I'm trying to get at is, believe me, where Wise Up's going with his, theory, it's not really a theory, it's his actual fact, but because he's not one of these archaeologists or university trained guys, he's just one of the guys who's worked in the construction trade, but he's actually seen so many similarities in all this so-called history what we've got to with structures and what have you, and he's telling it the way it is. So this is my video to him. Cheers, mate. You bang on and keep on doing what you're doing while we can, while this internet is still being able to publicise and publish stuff what we do to the rest of the world. But I actually think, really believe me, it's not going to last much longer. But I really do respect and absolutely totally agree with everything you're saying. Absolutely, spot on.